Hello, this is Everett Pierce in his January the 5th, 2017. And it's about a little after 11. If you look at the clouds here, they're in striations. But if you will take notice that they almost look like rib bones. And what do you know? Rib bones associated with the human race. Okay. Rib bones associated with air, oxygen. Okay, but you can see it from another. If this is warfare, and this is your line of defense, your first line, second line, third line, fourth line, fifth line. So, communications is all around us. How the clouds take shape. Now you also, if you look, you have the same thing here in the distance. That gives you feedback. Okay, here it's the same thing, but you can see where in terms of the word term, chopped, it's chopped up. Let's see if we can zoom in. Okay, so just wanted to point this out to you, that when there is cloud coverage, that if you understand this form of language, it gives you another piece to the puzzle. And there's there's so many levels of communication. With the highest level of evolution, it's just, I'm still haven't seen the end to it. So in terms of like infinity, it is so long that it just seems like it's infinite. So I just wanted to point that out to you. So we have something, now of course Trump is going to be sworn in on January the 20th. So one of the message here is breathing life back into people. And that would be elements of hope, faith, and consider this is the sixth heaven. Everyone here is training to be a president, a leader of leaders. In order to do so, as we know with our companies, district manager, supervisor, it is required to know all the different positions. So, no matter where you're at, whether you're in the United States or other countries, the position that you're in, that's a form of training. So, as a leader of leaders, and you're leading people, it helps to understand every aspect of things, even down to the trees and the insects and the animals that are here, because they are also deemed superior. And that's why everything was brought here. So we'll end it here. We'll keep it nice and short. But when you reach that level of your evolution, and you can understand clouds, you will have a spiritual awakening. I call it the mental orgasm. And it's even more than sexual orgasm. Of course, everyone understands what a sexual orgasm is how good that feels to the body. It's a maintenance mechanism. Now, when you have a mental or spiritual orgasm, it's like a 10-to-1 ratio. There's no comparison, but we'll take whatever we get, right? Okay, so now what if you live in a place where they don't have clouds? Well, for the fact that we're in Arizona and it's mostly sunny, so clouds is far and few between. Now, what if you're in a place where you have a lot of cloud coverage? Well, it still communicates to you. You still are able to decipher or see striations or the differences, just like we see differences in the multitude of people that we have out there. So this will be under the duly noted communications. I'm not sure what number this is, but definitely communications, because what we see here, yeah, you have some skeptic people out there and you say, well, if you can see whatever you want to see if you're looking for something, if you're trying to see it. Well, there's some truth to that. Meaning, if you got your mind stuck on a Volkswagen, at some point in the sky, something will look like a Volkswagen. Okay, so in a sense, you're actually cheating yourself because you're only able to see a Volkswagen. You're not able to stand back and say, okay, if this is a message, just like English, just like Arabic, how is it supposed to be talking to me? And it just takes one day at a time, every day that you have cloud coverage. So we don't get it very often. And you also have to take in mind of things, when planes fly, they leave a comm trail, so you have to be aware of that too. Because say, for example, say the general of the next country, he's trying to give you a false message, and he put some kind of striation or into the sky. He may want you to think no when the answer is yes. So that's one of many reasons as to why you have to be familiar with something that is obvious it's man-made. Now, as you can see with these clouds, man is not on the level of creating such clouds on this level in a particular format. So the wind itself, which is unseen energy, and if you can control the wind, then you can put messages into the sky. But people are not there in terms of their evolution. So we'll end it right there. This is Everett Pierce with Einstein 314. I do appreciate your time. And if you want to give back, donate of your appreciation for my video series, you can do so at paypal.me/EVERETT, Pierce. With that, Godspeed.